idea is that when people learn, do people learn the same way? Does everybody here in the audience learn the same way? Absolutely not. Do people listen the same way? Absolutely not. There are three modalities, and you guys know these as educators and around educators your entire lives better than anybody else. Some people learn visually. They have to see things. And they see things like, Michael, I see what you're saying, and I can picture what you're describing, and it makes sense to me. And these people talk a little bit more rapidly and quicker than other people. And so when you're in front of an audience, sometimes you've got to speed up, and you've got to show pictures, and you've got to make it animated so that the visual part of the audience can understand and be with you. Does that make sense? And other people are more what? They're more auditory. And they say things like, Michael, I hear what you're saying, and it makes a little bit of sense, but I don't quite understand. Maybe you need to just slow it down just a little bit. And those are the auditory members of the audience. And the last audience is the kinesthetic members. And those people almost have to feel the weight of the words as they're being expressed. And they say things like, it just doesn't feel right. Or let's touch base and let's sit down and let's figure this out. And that's a kinesthetic audience. And so my point to you, the key takeaway here is that the enemy of speaking, and this may be a good thing to jot down, the enemy of speaking is sameness. It's being the same. It's being monotone. It's being boring. The whole idea is, how long will you listen to a boring, monotonous speaker? Not very long, so don't be one. You have to vary the pace, the pitch, the volume at which you speak. Sometimes you're going to have to make a little bit wild gestures. Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit. And the presentation is not about who. It's not about you, it's about what? It's about that audience. And you've got to vary things up a little bit. The enemy of speaking is saying,